And I am getting wet. Hello. This time on CrashTestDummyTV. Hello all. Today I want to talk to you about, well no, I want to ask your opinion on Google. Now, we all know Google to be a search engine. And it is just that, a search engine. A way... Bike's playing up. Yeah, a search engine. A way, or a ways to a means, you know, well basically in a nutshell, an example I gave to someone once, well not once, all this is from a little disagreement I had the other night with a couple of my family members. Now, let's say you want Red Rooster. Now, you'd hop in your car to go and get Red Rooster, and the car would travel to Red Rooster. It's the vehicle that gets you there. And I was trying to explain that in regards to Google. As far as Google doesn't dictate what information's out there. Google doesn't dictate, well they kind of do dictate the answers that you get or where you get them from, the links and so forth. So you wouldn't go to your car and start rifling through it to find the Red Rooster that's inside it, because your car doesn't provide Red Rooster. Red Rooster provides Red Rooster. Your car is just the vehicle that gets you there. So I tried to explain this the other night, and apparently no, Google is full of and I heard a little echo of Trump here. They were saying that Google's full of false news and that you shouldn't trust any of it. And then yeah, and then the topic changed slightly in regards to medical advice via Google. Now I was trying to explain that yes, I've been I'm my own doctor. I go to doctors and I get fed up because they and ah, they're behind their bloody computer googling research anyway as far as what you're telling them. And yeah, so I will do it myself. Now I come from a family, my mother was a nurse in the 50s, my uncle's a doctor. Not that that has any bearing on me, but it actually did. Because in my younger days, I actually quite enjoyed reading Mum's old textbooks and looking at her pictures. Because when she was a nurse, they had to draw the vascular system and the skeletal system and the muscular system. They had to draw that by hand. Not tracing it from a book, but drawing it by hand. So just the detail that Mum got into. Wow! I mean, she is an artist, so she's like that. But a lot of detail in her drawings. Uh-oh. Gonna rain. Better not. I've only got to do a short trip, but I'm wearing pants, so if it rains, I'm stuffed. Anyway, shit, it is gonna rain. Yeah. Yes, so Googling your symptoms. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Now, the comment came up in regards to Dr.Google, and yes, it was an old term that used to be loosely used for any sort of crap, any sort of results you get from Google. Not from Google itself, but from the search you do on Google what they're supplying you with, because you're going to get hits or links from forums, health services, stupid idiots websites, all sorts of places. And if you do read and believe whatever you see, you're an idiot, because you've got to sift through the bullshit, like anything. Even if you went to your doctor and he gave you a diagnosis, you're trusting what he says. Now, if you want a better opinion, you go to another doctor. Same thing with Google. If you're not happy with the result you found, you get a second opinion, look at a second website, do a little bit more research, restructure the keywords that you're putting in, you do that. Now, the funny thing about Dr.Google, like I said, I had a bit of a disagreement, and what I like doing, if I'm wrong, I'll go home and I'll do some research and just find out the real answer. Or even if we're both wrong, I like to do a little more research and find out what the answer is. So I got home, did a lot of research, and found that Dr.Google is actually a real person, and that plastic bag, I want to pick that up with my foot maybe, but I think it's going to go too far and I won't be able to pick it up, damn it. Anyway, Dr.Google is a real person. It's this guy, I can't remember his name, but it's...
And while I still see patients part-time, I spend most of my time now using medical informatics to apply computer science to the problems of medicine. And that in turn led me to Google, where I spent an amazing 6 years up until just 1 month ago.
So yeah, he's actually a real person, and he puts answers. Well, I don't know how he feeds information back via Google, but I'm sure there's a way. Via algorithm or the search thing, or maybe Google and him have made a page where it's got lots of information. But something like that. So anyway, Dr.Google is an actual real person. So next time you need symptoms, or not need symptoms, next time you've got to research some symptoms in regards to anything medical you're looking for, certainly give Dr.Google a go. Because some of the research I did last night, there's actually quite a few reputable places suggesting that you go and take advice there first. The Age, it's quite a large newspaper here, the Herald Sun, the Government Health Services webpage even recommended going to Dr.Google. So, what are your thoughts? Where do you go for your medical advice? Most people out there would go to a doctor, and I actually found a website, because one of the people I was having a disagreement with, they mentioned, oh, where do you think the doctors go when they want to research? You know, nobody can go on their website. Actually they can. It's PubMed, it's based in California, and, well, short acronym for Public Medical. Yeah, there's any sort of research, any sort of medical findings, etc., etc. So don't be afraid of Google when it comes to determining what your symptoms are. And I am getting wet. Could have left that little bit earlier. Damn it. drought. That's bad. Super windy. We've got a change come through, so roads are slippery. I can't see out of my visor because a rider went on yesterday. I've still got big bug splatters all over the front. So of course they're holding the water. When I wipe it, it doesn't do a thing. So yes, just to finish off and conclude what I was talking about. Medical advice. Where do you get yours from? Do you trust it? And do you recommend that anybody take the word of Dr.Google? Because personally, now that I've done a bit of research on Dr.Google, he is a cardiovascular specialist as well as internal medicine is what it was called. Now I'd say that's the workings of your body. So yeah, leave your comments down below. I want to hear, should you trust Google, or is Google just a place that feeds everyone false information, false news, which I think is totally wrong. Just remember my little analogy as far as Red Rooster. Because Google doesn't give you things. Google only shows you where to find those things. Leave your thoughts, comments, likes, dislikes, opinions. And if you are going to put a dislike, my goodness, please explain. Please explain. That's an Australian thing, one of our pollies. Yes, please explain, because no one likes a dislike, but everybody likes criticism when it's positive. I'm getting wet!